Accusations keep pouring in against Sean Diddy Combs, and now more names being released. And there are a lot of the names that people had been speculating about for many, many months now, some even years, depending how deep of a dive people have gone into. Jay-Z now named in a civil suit. It's just an accusation, not in anything criminal as of right now. But he also issued a blistering rejection of the accusations against him, very much stating he had absolutely nothing to do with any of this, even encouraging Tony Busby, the attorney, to go and try and make this a criminal case if this is in fact true. It's a nice sentiment, but there's a statute of limitations on things like this. So that is why it's civil right now. Joining me to discuss, Robin Dreeke, retired FBI special agent, chief of the Counterintelligence Behavioral Analysis Program. It's another big, big name. I mean, these aren't just rappers; these are business moguls. They started out as rappers, but they have turned into media empire people that are connected to so many things in so many different ways. So, if somebody goes down here, we're talking a lot of people and companies and other things as well that go down. What was your reaction when we heard the news then of Jay Z?
Multiples, as we're seeing through all these accusations and charges and everything. It's exhausting, isn't it?
It
I mean,
is.
so that's the first thing you see is exhausting. Then we examine. I was examining. So what's the impact of that exhausting feeling? Is if this is a true horrible thing that happened, it's going to get lost in noise. If it's not, it's just one more person trying to pile on to take advantage of train.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. So in all these cases, what I keep are going to because there's so many accusations that are coming out from so many different people, trying to involve so many different people. At this point, I got my investigator hat on, as we've talked about before. The resources and manpower involved in doing these cases now, multiple cases, is so intense that my first impression was, "Show me the evidence."
Yeah, I mean, very much so. I mean, this is you're talking about, destroying a person's life. Very much so. And that's why I'm very cautious on this one. They are completely allegations.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, if it's not true, it's insane to go after someone and tear everything down that he worked so hard for. I mean, talk about a story of coming from nothing and creating a ton of amazing things. I mean, Diddy did too, but if
Mhm.
you're a horrible person behind the scenes, all that can easily come crashing down if you are found out. What's going to be telling, I think, is going to be if there's more in the line of Jay Z. Right
Yeah.
now, we just have the one. If there's a windfall of new accusations, I think you may have some smoke going on here. Right now, though, how do you prove something like this? About a 25-year-old party. Um, we have some stills from it, and people can say they were at this party 25 years ago. I have a lot hard time remembering details of any party I went to 25 years ago. What can they? How can this be legitimized? If in fact there is information to legitimize it.
In my mind, the only thing they can do to legitimize it is photos and videos
Mhm.
of the not just being there of indecent acts.
Yeah,
Down, that's really all you can do because what happens again, we've talked about this multiple times in multiple cases on this is especially with this kind of period of time, you're going to have a lot of false memories that are potentially planted in there, especially if you have so let's take it from a victim mindset.
yeah,
That's the most important thing in all these things is to honor the victim and give deference to the victim because they went through something somewhere. And so, whether, and we've seen this on other cases too, whether it was actually Jay Z and Diddy that did these things, or someone or something in that period of time that did something to this to the um,
individual. Yeah,
individual, that we have to give deference to that. So you want to help drill down on, all right, so we're going to need specifics because what happens is when you go through a trauma, and especially so long ago, and then you hear recent information, your brain's going to start saying, well, maybe it was him.
hmm,
Maybe it was this situation. Maybe it was this time that did this. And so what then happens is your network around you, that is your supporters. Again, I'm going to go on the glass half full kind of thing
yeah,
here. No one's trying to take advantage of anyone. But then your supporters around you saying, well, did you see what's going on over here with Diddy? Was it this guy? And so then your brain says, was it that guy? Maybe it was that guy. And so now we have false memories got implanted on a potentially true traumatic event that made it happen somewhere else. That's why it gets so convoluted and just and diffused over time. Evidence, videos, photos, eyewitness accounts, multiples that have to be corroborated accurately with a lot of details. Because again, even again, eyewitness accounts of multiple people, 25 years. It's really, really rough. I mean, have you ever experienced anyone have an accurate memory over 25 years?
Uh, no, but I would think if an event like this had occurred, you'd probably have a pretty good memory of the incident.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great point. Yes, and all those people witnessing it would too, because at that time, that person would then be broadcasting out, at least to close friends, close
Mhm.
associates, people they felt safe with, maybe disclosing that to. So again, there's things in there, if it's true, could be done to hopefully bring it more. And like you said, though, what's going to be telling is, will there be more? Will it be
Mhm.
more fitting the same pattern? Because that's what we're seeing with Diddy is we now have a pattern of behavior. We have a pattern and also pattern denials because Jay Z's denial spiked out of the deviation
Yeah.
baseline of the way Diddy's been denying. So that kind of gives you pause as well. So that's an unusual way. Let's explore why he responded and why his team responded that way. So there's a lot more here. There's again, we got a puff of smoke.
Mhm.
I'm not quite sure if one puff is going to lead to multiples or not, but
Yeah.
it's sad, is what it is.
Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to follow us wherever you download podcasts, and especially Apple Podcasts, where you can get advanced episode and premium content on our premium channel right there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any breaking updates on the stories that matter to you most. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Just search Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Bruschi, and you'll find us right there. Again, thanks for watching.